What's good? And welcome back with another video, and here we go! Bang!
Put this many hours into work.
Oh yeah.
This is not good. And people should not work this hard. They should not do this. It's very painful.
Painful in what sense?
It hurts my brain and my heart.
Boom!
Particularly if you're starting a company,
Let's get in
you need
it.
to work super hard. So what does super hard mean? Well, when my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we
They live below the means to make it happen. They was like, I'm grateful for this life, but I'm living below my means so I can build what I want, dream how I want. No ceiling, just me.
showered at the YMCA, and we're so hot up we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day, and I was coding at night, 7 days a week, all the time. And I sort of briefly had a girlfriend in that period, and in order to be with me, she had to sleep in the office. So work hard, like, I mean, every waking hour. That's the thing I would
Yes.
say, particularly if you're starting a company. And I mean, if you do simple math, say like, okay, if somebody else is working 50 hours and you're working 100, you'll get twice as much done in the course of a year as the other company.
Just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
Once you get past the 100, and you're not seeing how much hours you're putting in, you're like, what? This is because I love it, but the maximum I've done is 115 hours in 1 week working on my businesses. And you know what? I love it that much. I'd probably do that for free, because that's just me.
And
It's
then
a lot of work.
all those things improve the odds of success.
Because
Great.
I mean,
because my interest is that, so I'd do it for free. You just gotta do what you want. Build the life you dream and vision and see. Forget the noise, because the noise is the distractions people are trying to avoid. The partying, the drugs, every single thing, chasing people. It's all distractions to distract you from your true self. Get close to God and believe that anything is possible if you put your mind and work and big effort into it.
If other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that in 1 year you will achieve what they achieve. You will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
What was your biggest failure, and how did it change you?
We almost did die at SpaceX, actually. So I budgeted for 3 flights. I mean, technically, I did have a plan where I had the money from PayPal. I had like about 180 million from PayPal. And I thought, I'll allocate half of that to SpaceX and Tesla and Solar City, and that should be fine. I'll have 90 million, like, it's just lots, But then what happened is things cost more and took longer than I thought. So I had a choice of either put the rest of the money in or the companies are going to die. And it's like, so I ended up putting all the money in and borrowing money for rent from friends. 2008 was brutal. 2008 we had the 3rd consecutive failure of the Falcon 1 rocket for SpaceX. Tesla.
Get inspired by people who build empires. I'm always inspired by this person because he's built something no one else has. Being creative, being thinking outside the box, and he's just himself. He's just taking risks, building what he wants. And he's seen his vision of what he wants. He's not going to let something die, what he wants to happen.
Almost went bankrupt. We closed our financing round 6 p.m. Christmas Eve, 2008. It was the last hour of the last day that it was possible. We would have gone bankrupt 2 days after Christmas otherwise. SpaceX is alive by the skin of its teeth, so is Tesla. If things had just gone a little bit the other way, both companies would be dead. And I like one of the most difficult choices I have ever faced in life was in 2008. I think I had maybe $30 million left, or $30 or $40 million left in 2008. And I had two choices. I could put it all into one company, and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the two companies. But if I split it between the two companies, then both might die. When you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, or building something, it's like a child.
Yes.
And so it's like, which one am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I split the money between the two. Fortunately, thank goodness, they both came through.
Tesla really faced a severe threat of death due to the Model 3 production ramp. Essentially, the company was bleeding money like crazy, and just if we didn't solve these problems in a very short period of time, we would die. And it was extremely difficult to solve them.
How close to death did you come?
Within single-digit weeks.
22 hours a day, or like how many
I
hours?
was working, so 7 days a week, sleeping in the factory. I worked in the paint shop, general assembly, body shop.
You ever worry about yourself imploding? Like it's just too much?
Absolutely. I think failure is bad. I don't think it's good. But if something's important enough, then you do it even though the risk of failure is high.
Were you a little naive when you thought I can easily build an electric car and a rocket?
I didn't think it would be easy. Like I said, I thought they would probably fail. But creating a company is almost like having a child. So it's sort of like, how do you say your child should not have food?
You can't.
So once you have the company, you have to feed it and nurse it, and take care of it, even if it ruins you.
Yeah.
But suppose there were some tough times in 2008, end of 2008. How did you get through that period of crisis?
Yeah. Can we just break for a second?
Sure, of course. Yeah. You want to wait a little while?
Yeah, I sure hope it was worth it. Sure hope so. Sure hope it was worth it.
Well, there's a ton of failures along the way, that's for sure.
The only thing he didn't do is not believe in himself. Because if he didn't believe, he wouldn't have got to his stage where he is now. He wouldn't have got to his kind of wealth if he just gave up because he was failing. He learned from his fails. He built systems. He built stronger systems. Then he leveraged what money he had and invested it all. Boom.
But as I said,
And it all worked out because he put time, effort, and action.
for SpaceX,
Take it to the next level each and every day.
the first 3 launches failed, and we're just barely able to scrape together enough parts and money to do the 4th launch. If that 4th launch had failed, we would have been dead. So multiple failures along the way. I tried very hard to get the right expertise in for SpaceX. I tried hard to find a great chief engineer for the rocket, but the good chief engineers wouldn't join, and the bad ones, well, there was no point in hiring them. So I ended up being chief engineer of the rocket. So if I could have found somebody better, then we would have maybe had less than 3 failures.
When you had that 3rd failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
No.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
Yes, that's the mindset you gotta have. It's either this is gonna work out, or I'm gonna be gone. Because I'm all in.
You know, there are American heroes
God
who
will
don't
build you
like this
stronger.
idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene.
God will build you stronger in front of those who don't believe in you, who don't see the vision you want. Get to know who you want to be, and you will be happy.
Cernan have
happy for
both
you.
testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, you know, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
You get ideas from just starting. If you just start one company, you get a new idea. Boom. What about this? What about this? Start, and the bubbles will keep going.
But it was still worth doing, even though the odds of success were low. In fact, even for SpaceX, originally what I started doing was not creating a rocket company, but actually was going to do a small mission to Mars, which was just a philanthropic mission where you would send a small greenhouse with seeds and dehydrated gel, and it would, upon landing, hydrate the gel, and you'd have this cool picture of green plants on a red background. And the public tends to respond to precedents and superlatives. So this would be the first life on Mars, furthest that life's ever traveled, and you'd have this great money shot of green plants on a red background. So yeah, I thought that would get people's attention. So, but the expectation for that was no return. So I thought we wouldn't get any.
Then you encounter all sorts of issues, and happiness will steadily decline. And then
All your happiness is built on if you're passionate about it, if you're happy for doing it, if you're actually dedicated to do it. And you just gotta be so delusional that it's gotta happen no matter what, and you will win. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and follow for more. Peace. Woo!